Hello, commentary. As you enter the room, please to give us a little thumb, hit subscribe button, and notification bell, a friend. All right, y'all. This is TLC Fridays, where we just get down into the gutter. On the docket today, first up, we have 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, Season 6, Episode 16, One Crazy Summer. And then we have 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 5, Episode 11, Breaking Bed. Oh my God. All right. So, Jamal, what saith you?
Where do you want to start? Are we starting with the other way
Oh,
or
and
before the
don't
90
forget, give
days?
us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. And welcome to all of our new subscribers. Welcome to the tribe. Okay, hold on. I just gotta like the episode because I'm here saying begging for likes and I haven't done it myself. Okay, go ahead, Jamal. You take the lead. These are your favorite
Oh,
people.
where do we want to start? It was just okay. Let's just start with the other way because that was the one that entertained me. Well,
Uh-huh.
one segment entertained me. So let's get this. Let's get Team Stupid out the way first, and Team Dumbass storyline that we don't believe out the way. I'm talking about Mary and Brandon. Okay, this is ridiculous. I need them gone like ASAP. Complete stupidity. And here is why. Okay. Help me out here. Okay, we're gonna start with the
Mm-hmm.
most idiotic part of this. Well, not they're
Mm-hmm.
equal. Now, Brandon, we're 3.5 months in, right? Brandon's been there 3.5 months.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Grandpa is working in Manila on a whole different island, right?
Mm-hmm.
You, who's working the farm?
You
Oh,
see, you was thinking that. You was thinking that. But Grandpa done left somebody else to look after the farm. I was thinking, why the fuck Grandpa ain't take Brandon to go and find some work to pay the bills?
I, well, we about to get to that part. We about to get to that part.
Because wasn't he begging last week or week before?
I was just going to that route. Okay, so they're happy he's gone, so they can have sex. Apparently didn't ask no permissions. Mary was just like, they wanted to wait till we get married, but like we're human. We know that.
No,
We
you heard what
understand.
she said. Once her granddaddy left, she then felt like all of a sudden I want the D.
Okay. Oh, okay, Mary. Whew.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're there, right? So they do the do,
Mm-hmm.
and she takes two pregnancy tests,
Who keeps
and
pregnancy tests at home when you ain't got no money to pay for nothing, but you got money going buy pregnancy tests that you taking at home while he's sleeping? Okay, and you suddenly got baby fever. Okay.
whew, oh, I'm like, weren't y'all just up here talking about you ain't got no money for bills? And can we ask Grandpa? No, we can't ask Grandpa because he does so much for me, and he is so old. I
Mm-hmm.
won't cause him no stress, huh? All of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden, all of a sudden, your money woes just went out the window. But mind you, we 3.5 months down the road, but he has no job.
Mm-hmm. I'm not
No
even sure if
job,
he
no
got
money
a
coming in.
visa. Is he allowed to, like, okay, I'm not even gonna ask that. Whatever. Yeah, he ain't got no job and he ain't doing nothing but fucking married. And
This
then
week,
when he was like
I just
popping cherries, he talking about all of that was okay. Your future wife.
right. I'm sitting here like, are
I've
you
aged
dumb?
out
Yeah,
of these two.
we have, yeah. Because this whole their whole segments make no sense to me.
They're
Like
very
none.
transparent and juvenile. They are. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Okay, let's go scroll back up to the top. Hey, Sunway. Um, Hi, Rodney. Hi, Ryan. Hey, Tracy. Hi, Auntie. Hello, Black Lavender. Brandon and Mary can barely take care of themselves. Yep.
Here's what
Yep.
happened.
So
This is
true.
my opinion.
Brandon.
Here's what I think happened. Listen,
I can't stand black lavender sometimes, but it's true though. It's true. Ryan
I
says,
have a
"What
question now,
23-year-old?" Uh-huh. Go ahead.
but but going back to but going back to Black Lavender's comment though, who's to say that's not his
Mhm.
job? I'm just saying. Who's to say it's not their job? I'm just saying. I mean, you start your little OnlyFans account, your money problems probably go away. I'm just
She
saying.
should be familiar with that. Mm-mm.
Well,
Ryan says, "What 23-year-old gets baby fever? She got trapped this American fever." Rodney say, "Baby trap alert." Oh my god. Oh my god. Some way want to know who's the father, ping pong or dong. I know it ain't that blonde hair one because he ain't sniffing nothing on Mary. Mm-mm. Yes, I agree. Baby trap. So Auntie thinks it was also a baby trap, and Auntie says, "Great job, I guess." Oh, good lord.
I mean, I'm just saying with them, the whole story,
Are
it was
these
just dumb.
what the
Like
children?
we didn't like them. We didn't understand them in
Go
the
ahead.
beginning, and they look even stupider now. So we can move on from them now. I'm over them.
Okay, okay. Who do we want to do next?
Let's get the other useless couple out the way. What's the face? Princess. Is she on the show? No, she's on UK, right?
Who's Princess?
Tion. She's on the
Oh,
other. She's on UK,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Who else
yeah,
is
yeah,
on this?
yeah.
Who else is on the other way? It was Brandon and Mary, Shekinah and what's the face?
She
Sarper.
kind of, yeah. Kimberly, TJ, Holly, Wayne, Brandon, Mary, Danielle, and Johan.
Okay, let's do
You've got a
Kimberly and
wide
TJ.
selection of I don't give a fucks to select from.
Oh, right. This was a jam packed episode with a whole bunch of folks. Here's the thing with Kimberly and TJ. Here's the At the end of the day, your plan was
Mhm.
blown up in your face because Kimberly decided to show her behind in front of her parents, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. That's what it is. She
Mhm.
took the opportunity to show her behind in front of her parents for no reason. Like at the end of the day, like here's the thing, everything comes back on TJ because he's in the middle. I understand that, but he's a convenient punching bag for everyone, and I mean on all sides, his family and Kimberly. But he puts it all upon himself because he's a people pleaser. He's trying to please everyone. You can't please everyone. You have to make a decision and stick to it. And I do fault him for that. That's his part of the blame. But everything else, it's everybody else's fault.
I don't care. I was looking forward to a wedding. I don't care.
I know. Okay, moving on.
You know I love me a wedding, and these two just ruined it. They could go like somebody book her a ticket back home, somebody help TJ get an apartment in downtown I forget where they are. Whatever. Get him an apartment away from his parents so that he could finally let his balls drop and become a man and find somebody more suitable to his needs. Um, do you? So Auntie says, asks, do you think this is a fake story for Kim and TJ? Yeah. Um, but her hair looked amazing in the air conditioned environment of the hotel
Mm-hmm.
that morning when she was talking with her stepmom. Her hair looked amazing. Um, I'm gonna need TJ to stop being so dramatical though, because he's not in Bollywood yet. Maybe he could use
Exactly.
some of this as a reel, an audition reel for Bollywood. He's been on American TV. You guys got me laugh out loud. I thought it was just me that can't remember any of these characters. No, because they're all like the same or repeats from other seasons. They're just
Mm-hmm.
pathetic. Um, you be in and out. No worries. No worries. Okay, so anything else for these two?
Nope. Zero.
Okay, who's next?
Holly and Wayne. This is real short too. This is real. This is gonna be real short too. Y'all went to the
Mhm.
safaris, you know, and we find out that Holly and Wayne's sister have a great relationship. Holly's an idiot because
Mhm.
her wedding dress is not done the day before the wedding. I'm just like, okay, I'm over you already. Next, don't care either. There was nothing. There was with these two. There was nothing here. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be real mean. For so those of you who don't want to hear me be mean, please mute this part.
And for the
When
rest of us, turn up your volume.
and so when they were in the remember they were in the safari thing. He's like, "I have a surprise for you," blah blah blah, and he's,
Mhm.
"I'll give you a clue." And he did a monkey sound right. And when her mother said, "Oh, we're gonna meet your family," I've been like, "Bitch, no, your family reunion is next week." I'd have ate her ass up for that. I wish you would.
Ah.
I wish you would.
But it
No.
just shows how uncultured and how like not traveled these people are. Like, oh God. When you go to your local zoo, don't it say enter at your own risk? Like, seriously,
Right.
you're around wild animals.
Either I said either I would have said no, your family reunion is next week, or no, you already here, so we good, and kept it moving. You're not gonna sit here
But I don't
and just
think I don't. But he shouldn't have made like the monkey noises anyway, because we ain't seen that one monkey. We saw a lot of cats, big cats.
mm-hmm.
Couldn't he have gone roar and it would have been better? I think the monkey sound, I, I didn't like it because we ain't seen that one. This goes to show you I hate this couple. Because when she and the sister Rose was sitting on the edge of the cliff, I was hoping for a stiff breeze to blow. Rose wasn't going nowhere because she's a sturdy gal. But you know that emaciated waif would have done blown right off that cliff, and not even she wouldn't have even been a tiger snack. I'm just saying. I
I,
I cannot tolerate them anymore.
well, there's not with these two. There's not really much there, which is why we got to see the safari, and we really didn't see nothing but a zebra and a lioness and then some lions. We didn't really see anything. So this was just all filler.
But the thing is, she's been there for weeks. Hey, Susan, she been there for weeks. What is she doing that she got her so busy, except running around barefoot in Johannesburg, with no clothes on, that she couldn't get her wedding dress sorted out? Why didn't you get your wedding dress altered when you were at home in Utah? Like, you don't make no damn sense. Or were you waiting for him to pay for alterations? You just bought it off the rack, the $99 sale from Davis Bridal. Ain't nothing wrong with the $99
Nope,
sale at Davis Bridal.
nope.
But don't be looking for a man to pay your way in life and then expect, like, this is what happens. This is what happens when you're looking for someone else to pay your way in life.
Hmm.
You get dog stones.
Right. I agree.
That's it. I call
All right.
myself uh exactly. I'm a sturdy girl. I'd have been with Rose right up there on the top of that cliff while that little waif is rolling down the cliffside.
And you know,
Um
before we leave this couple, she ain't mentioned nothing about going to the
she
salon
does
and get
not
her hair
act like
done.
she's 44 years old though.
But Debbie, like you notice that she didn't say nothing about going to the salon and get her hair done. I'm just saying. Like she talking about flowers, a dress.
Child.
I'm just saying. I am just saying.
Yeah, like, and she would need to go the day before to get that hair sorted out because
Right.
you got to do the whole detangling and delousing the day before, then start to dry it out that night before, and then try to comb it and style it the next day.
Right.
I don't understand. She just what do any of y'all think she gonna take a bath before the wedding? Just saying. Just saying. She probably tied her hair to the tree to stay put. Tracy. Auntie says amen to someone paying someone else way through life. Yeah. Ronnie said
Yeah.
no makeup artist, no hairstylist. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Ryan. I said it. Delousing. Delousing. Rat's nest. Thank you, Susan. Tracy, shout out to all the sturdy girls. Hey. Auntie, take a day to wash that hair. Yup.
I mean,
Sad.
could you imagine? It would take her at least like it is a full day process. Like she would have to be at the salon at like literally 6 a.m. because you have to wash. Like, can you imagine the amount of washing needs to
But
go into
that's
her
if
hair?
she took care of it in the first place. I would give her starting at 5 a.m. in the morning, but she don't take care of it. So you got to pick that
No,
shit out and cut out all of the matting. Because don't forget, she had a dreadlock at the top of her head the other day.
right. No, that's what I'm saying. She has to be there at 5 a.m. like a special opening because she's gonna be there from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m.
But
She's
that
an
was if
all
her
day.
hair was in good condition. Because if you got like a regular girl who's just putting on like a unit, or if just getting her hair done, the hairdresser comes at like 8, between 8 and 10, depending on how many people in the bridal party and how many stylists are there. But between 8 and 10 to start work on these women who are getting married at 4:30 or 5.
But what I'm
She
saying is Holly would be the day before the wedding. Like she would.
correct.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not like I'm agreeing with you. Like she's a full day. That's why I say she would be the day before, 5 a.m. to 8
Mhm.
p.m. with the amount because she has so much hair. Because and she's worried about a dress. Too bad for her. Who's next? She's
I
just
don't
talking about
know.
with them. We talk in circles.
Um
Oh,
uh hold on. Who's on this stupid show? Shekinah, we gonna say them for last. We did TJ, we did Holly, we did Mary. Let's do Danielle and Johan.
there was nothing here either besides them taking Gizmo to the lawyer's office and the dog peeing on her. And
But this was funny. This was funny though. For me, this was funny. She went in there and she was like ordering at McDonald's from the dollar menu. I'll take the tourist visa and a side of fries. And he was like, I need the full Happy Meal. I need a green card.
right. But
I
what the funny
love the
thing,
lawyer though.
but when she said like, and they went over the options, right? She said, okay, I know what we need to do. We'll do the tourist visa.
She said, I know which way this is going.
Right. That was hilarious to me. Like I have basically she said I have spoken. That's what she said. That's what she said. I have spoken. Done.
This is what I feel like giving you today.
Exactly.
Danielle. I laughed throughout this segment. And the lawyer has the best poker face because she was going from English to Spanish seamlessly. But hearing the mess that was coming out of Danielle's mouth, knowing full well what Johan's true intentions are, she
Hmm.
kept a solid poker face. I got to get her name and number. If ever I run into problems in Dominican Republic, I'm gonna be calling her. She's a much better lawyer than what's she name?
Lydia.
Lydia. Yes. Oh my God. Hot mess. But when is this marriage gonna be over?
I was waiting for that.
Oh, I forgot to even put up these losers. Sorry, y'all. Why y'all ain't say something? Y'all probably did. Let's look at the comments. Okay, so hold on. Auntie said it took her all day to get ready for her wedding, and you had medium length hair. Yup. Mm-hmm. He wants the green card. Yes, Black Lavender, because he got goals of leaving her. I'm glad Johan was able to talk to the lawyer and tell her what he really wanted. Yep. Agreed. Fake storyline for Danielle. Danielle filed for bankruptcy in the US. Correct. And she don't
Right.
even bother to tell him that. He keeps on pushing for a green card that financially she won't get approved for the application. They're not
Right.
letting people who are in bankruptcy apply for responsibility for a whole human being for 10 years to life. Sorry. She ain't even got a job. Happy Meal prize equal green card. Yup. Um, it will be over when Johan hits the States. Child, it's about to be over now. Because once she comes clean with the fact that she cannot qualify for the green card application for him, she's of no use anymore. She balling down there in DR, giving this guy a false impression of her finances. She is. And until he figures out, then I don't know what to tell him. I don't know. Hey, Roddy gal, Black Lavender. I laughed when the dog peed in her lap. Yep. At least it was better than Jasmine peeing on what's his name? Gino. Why have they still not brought up Danielle's financial status on this
Oh,
show?
that would blow up the whole spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Rodney M says no credit equals no chance. No credit, no money, no bank accounts. Like, child. She's a mess, but okay, we're just continuing on with this farce. Does anybody know how to say bankruptcy in Spanish so that we could send him like a message? No verde carde. I hope I said no. I probably said that wrong. Please forgive. All right. So then, anything more with them?
Nope.
All right. Let's go to this nastiness. It's all yours, Jamal. I have.
Okay, so this segment entertained me because it was hilarious to me. So I understand what I was with Shekinah. I'm like, Shekinah's right. I understand that you don't want to be in the same bed as 2,499 other women. I get that. Kudos to you for valuing yourself a little bit more. I was
Oh, the
with her.
standards. Oh.
This is what we working with here. So I applaud her for that. But I was gonna give her the trophy. But when Sarper says, "Well, are you gonna change out my dick too? Because it's the same thing." I'm like, "Well, Sarper, you do have a point there. I mean, nasty bed, nasty peeing, same thing." And I'm sorry, Sarper. I'm gonna come at you a little bit on this one, because sir, all you had to do was, have that headboard sanded and painted, and get some new bed linens, and she would not have known the difference. She wouldn't know the difference.
Here's my thing with this. She admitted to laying in that bed in the dark when he did her the second time.
But she couldn't see anything, though. To her defense, she could not see nothing.
And that's why I would have went and turned off the lights and just slung her in the bed and said, see, it's the same as it was on night 2. Fuck you, girl. Go and lie down. Let me turn you over and drill you. Because if it was good for you then, it's good for you now. When he told her a month ago that he had 2,500 bed partners, and she said she saw red flags, I wonder, what is she colorblind? Because she don't know what color is a red flag. You still moved over to Turkey after he told you that? And you heard her words? She's a liar. Because you heard her words when she came into that apartment.
Jamal. One of the girls. She's elevated now. She's
Jamal, when she first walked into that apartment, she said, "Oh, it's clean." She saw that apartment and she saw that bed. She saw that bed standing up, laying down, on a handstand, in a reverse cowgirl. She did the helicopter. She saw that bed going and coming. coming over and over
Fair.
again. She knew what she was getting into. This is a lie. This is a lie. I'm sick of these. Take your inflated lips and just go back home. Go back home. You saw that bed. You knew what you was getting into. Can you imagine when they sit down on that bed that it makes like that wet moist sound when water's trapped in it and it
I
ain't
can't
water?
stand you. I can't
And
stand you for that.
what if we turned on a black light in that room? Okay.
She might pass out. She might pass out. If we're
I
being honest.
just she want to be on the couch. You think the couch is any better? You know how many people he probably dicked down out there? Girl. Uh Rodney say burn the bed.
Agreed.
Burns Zapper or Zafer or whatever his name is. Ryan said maybe they're waiting till the end of the season to do the relationship so the relationship will implode. Um I think the relationship already imploded. Sorry. Burn the whole bed. I should know better to eat during this show. Why Debbie got to bring up the golden shower? Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That rotten ass headboard. Yes, it's dry rotted. And oh shoot, I lost Jamal. Okay, so I'm just gonna make my little point here. Okay, let me take these two fools down because they are both walking STDs at this point. Okay, so he said he had the bed for 10 years and then so I'm assuming it's the mattress for 10 years and the bed for 12 years. I have no idea, but both items need to be like tossed out. Both items. Secondly, that was like a faux leather headboard. It's obviously very aged and dry rotted. So that's why it's cracking. And then didn't you find it odd that where the leatherette is gone, the foam part underneath, like it was dug away, like people was using that to hold on or something. Like my mind went all different sorts of directions with regards to the nasty activities that was taking place in that bed. And I just like I question her thought process because if someone that I am supposedly dating has just told me that they've slept with 2,500 people in the past, and I guess I'm one of them, and I'm like looking at you like, say what now? And hey, Jamal,
Hey, let's
and
price this real quick. See what
my
this. Yeah.
no worries. My first reaction isn't going to be change your bed because you're not even going to hear a response from me because the phone's going to go dead and I'm not even making an appointment at my OBGYN. I am just running down there as if I was on fire to go get myself checked out. Her thought process of only wanting a new bed doesn't add up to me, girl. Like,
Okay,
what?
let's talk about this real quick. And I know it's gonna be a little bit messy, but I think it's relevant. How come we ain't never heard about any kind of STD test? Like,
I know.
I'm just asking because if he's been with 2,500 women, I would have concerns. And do we really think he used protection with everybody? I'm just saying.
Gross. 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 She wants the benefits from his experience, but not the red flags.
Fair,
Yep.
fair.
I know. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just gross. Probably on ceiling. Ejaculate and booty juices is everywhere. Cause you know he dipping it in every hole and double dipping too. Double dip. He looked like one of them men that go from the booty hole to the coochie hole and not changing out the condom if he wearing one. He is nasty, girl, and you just as nasty because you are open vessel for that. And I hope that whatever's crawling out of him is crawling into you. Gross.
And the thing is, here's the thing too. You're concerned about the bed, right? And rightfully
Mm-hmm.
so. I'm not gonna take that away from her. Oops, sorry. But you gonna walk around barefoot on the floors? Okay.
She said, "Oh, the place is clean," as soon as she walked in. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Is Sarper broke? Probably. Probably. He got a nice apartment though.
He
Um,
does.
but here's the thing. It looked like his grandma apartment.
Well, he's really ever there.
Oh my God.
I'm
I
just
cannot eat or
saying.
sit anywhere in that house. For real. Oh my God. The foam in that headboard was coming apart. Yes. And it looked like
Yeah.
somebody was digging it out. Either he got major rats in there or the women that he was with was trying to escape. I, I don't know. That bed has some real stories, and I don't want to hear not one of them. Nope. The foam was dug away with fingernails. Yes. That's the spot on the headboard where people's head have been hitting over and over and over.
That's the truth. That's the truth. That's what I thought immediately. I was like, wow.
Tracy said 2,501. Check. Clinic alert. Yes. First thing, a doctor's appointment. Now, I'm not waiting for an appointment. I'm saying it's an emergency. Stat. Bring your hazmat suit and dig up in my crutch to find out what the hell is going on up in there. I need all of the tests. All. Oh my God. I bet he had a bunch of kids he don't know about. I feel like he has a low sperm count. I don't know why. But how many per day would he have to be? Like, I hear all these people doing all these calculations, and it's anywhere from 4 to 7 per day he gonna have to do in order to get to that count. Okay.
Well, if that's his business, I'm just saying it's completely
Yuck.
possible. I'm just saying.
Yuck. She should be taking bleach baths and have a doctor on standby. Oh my God. She need to use the black light on herself at this point. Sarper is not attractive in my opinion.
But Debbie, you
He
think about
looked
though.
well worn and hung out to dry. Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: if that was his business though, and yeah, he could be with 2,500 women easily, especially if he's doing group scenes.
True.
So you have to look at it that way as well. Depending on
And
what his
maybe
line
he
of
was
work was.
hired as well. He said he was hired as a performer for bachelorette
Right.
parties. Maybe he was doing everybody. True. Ew, gross. Oh my God. Tracy said he ain't wearing shit. You know that. True. That is a strong bed. R.I.P. bed. Let it go. Rodney, you a mess. You a mess. I bet he does too. Oh my God. He's in his 40s. I'm questioning
Yeah.
that. Oof. I'm sure he had multiple orgies. Gross. Yes,
See,
all the tests. All the tests. I don't trust him.
Like,
Gross.
think about it. If he was in that business or he frequents swingers clubs, it's real easy to knock out 7, 8, 9, 10 in a night. I'm just saying. Sarper, I'm trying to help you out here.
Then he has to be taking that thing that guy from Magic Mike took to stay up. He has to be taking that. I don't think he has that stamina. He could barely get through 2 and try to do her in one day. Like McDonald's, over 2,000 served. Rodney. Oh my God. All right. So I think we got everybody on that shameful show.
Yes.
Before the 90 days. Okay. Who do you want to start with on this?
So before the 90 days, we have Gino and Jasmine.
Mhm.
Who else is on the show?
Dempsey and Statler, Riley and Violet, Amanda and Razvan, Misha and Nicola, Christian and Cleo.
This show, okay, for me, the before the 98 days, yes, it's shorter, but it was super quick for me. This show like dragged on.
Mm-hmm.
This one, like I figured out because I really don't care about none of these people.
True.
And I was wondering, like, why are they staying together? There was not one breakup. I'm like, wait a minute, like, hold up. There's five of you on here, and all five of y'all should have broke up. But you're all five of you. What is going on here? The show is stupid. So we're gonna start with
Mhm.
this. We're gonna start with what's the face? Misha and Nicola. Okay, okay, so he proposes, she accepts, he lies. As Nicola just lies, and Misha just does not be catching these lies. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I think you're smarter because when he's like, I've been, waiting for a woman like you. I'm like, that's a lie because you were adamant that you wanted a virgin to be married to. So you just come into the marriage lying. I'm like, ugh. And Misha's like, oh my god, of course. He's like, well, what do you say? And she's like, he's like, what do you say? I'm like, sir, that's your answer right there. What do you say, Misha? Will you marry me? Yes. I'm like, no. Bad mood. Stupid, Misha. Dumb, Misha. Now, I'm
Why are
gonna
you
say
talking
this.
to her like she a dog?
I just makes him say. Now I'm gonna say this: them going to the shop and him haggling for the ring did have me laughing. I'm like, you know what? You
But did
know
you see
what?
her face? She was just like,
Yes,
and he was steering her to the cheap rings.
he really was though. He really was.
God. That whole scene in the shop
I
screamed
laughed.
desperation.
It
But
did,
let
but
me
I
tell
laughed.
you, MVP goes to the shopkeeper saying, well, the more that you pay into her, the more you will get back in return. Like it's an
Right?
investment.
It was an
And
investment.
and Nicola was like, I pay you in cash.
Right? That was the most entertaining segment of their whole time on this show because I pay you in cash right now. I'm like, oh, I'm not
But
even mad at you about
that's
that.
typical. I will say this: it is typical. It kind of scared me that the shopkeeper said no child labor was involved in the making of your ring. Well, thank fucking God. What? Don't say that again, sir. Um, but when you go to the Diamond District in New York, um, a lot of deals are done cash only under the table at a reduced rate. You know what it
Yeah.
is. And in those types of situations, in that culture, it is expected to haggle.
Oh, I
Or
know.
or they're going back and forth don't hurt nothing.
I know. A friend of mine, when we went to the jewelry store, he brought his grandmother with him. I'm like, oh, I got you. He's like, yeah. He's like, if I
Mm-hmm.
go by myself, I want to paying full price, and I really can't do that, so I'm bringing grandma with me. So yeah, we went to the jewelry store with grandma, and she did some magic. I'm like, okay, I understand. I got you. I get it. And like you said, it's a culture. That's why I kind of laugh
Mm-hmm.
because, but typically though, what happen from what I understand is if it's like a couple, typically
Mm-hmm.
the man will be like, oh hey babe, like we about to discuss business, so won't you go over here or something, like go shopping, go over there or something, just so
But
you don't
he
see.
doesn't know how to act in a relationship. So that's why he just left her there like he was haggling over a fresh chicken down at the market.
Hmm.
But I don't
But here's the thing,
look,
Ryan said of course he ain't got no job. Where did the shekels come from when you ain't got no job?
he shook out them shekels out of his mama purse.
Shut up.
That's what he did. We know that. Um God, I hate this man so much. I Whenever he comes on the screen, I just smell moist and it irritates me. But
Moist
girl,
Love.
yeah, I just smell moist. I just smell moist. The ugly
Okay.
ring she got from him.
It was
It was
decent. It was decent.
for what? A 6-year-old?
But see, y'all are being mean to him. I'm taking the fact that this man has absolutely no job and no means of real income. Like his friend said, all you do is pray to Mary and fish.
Mhm.
So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Look, speaking as someone who used to sell jewelry, I used to work for a big duty free jewelry store that had many outlets throughout the Caribbean, way, way, way back in the day. And as a jewelry seller, like I was on the floor like anybody else, I was allowed to offer discounts up to a certain point.
Right.
And depending on the size of the sale, then I could call in the big gun. I'm
Right.
bringing out the jeweler from the back, and I'm bringing
Hmm.
out the store manager, and we're going to a separate part of the store for privacy.
Right.
And we sitting down and we starting to negotiate.
Because typically, I have a question for you, Debbie. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure. I've seen this in like the higher end jewelry stores.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, what happens is you guys talk, and then when if there's negotiations to be had,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen in some jewelry stores where there's actually a separate office in the back, out of sight of the other customers, where the negotiations happen.
that
Is that
that's
typical? Is
in
that typical?
that's in high end stores like
Okay.
Cartier,
Okay.
Boucheron, Harry Winston,
It was a Cartier. It was a
stores.
Cartier store. It was a Cartier store.
Yes, they will
Okay.
have private rooms, but
Gotcha.
those are for customers who are like shutting down the store. Like Tiffany has them as well. Like they have a special order stone flown in from Antwerp. Them kind of
Gotcha.
people. So
Right.
that is like them people ain't really haggling. One is for security purposes because you don't want that type of stone or jewelry out on the floor.
Right.
And two, it's a private negotiation. It might have been something from an auction house that is coming
Okay.
through.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Several different scenarios where
Okay.
you don't want that transaction to be publicly known.
No, that makes total sense. I
Mm-hmm.
remember it was a Cartier store, so we went
Mm-hmm.
in. Another friend was looking for a ring for his girlfriend. Yeah, 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 all that good stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
we saw like we saw the room, which it had
Mm-hmm.
a desk and stuff. I'm like, oh, that
Oh,
must be like a whole separation, like a no negotiation or something like of your nature. I was just wondering if that's common in the jewelry practice, but you said it's more for the high end. I'm like, that makes sense though. The way
uh-huh.
you've explained it makes sense to me.
In a regular jewelry store, you're not carrying that type of
Merchandise.
stock. Yeah, you're not.
Okay.
Um, but in high-end stores, they have high-end customers who expect a certain level of high-end service and exclusivity. Some people, it's all about anonymity.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
But in this case, we not working with that. So yeah, but he shouldn't have,
Child.
but he shouldn't have haggled in front of her though, because
No.
because when I was watching it, I'm like, dude, you're making her like okay. I'm not going to assume
Oh,
what she's thinking.
maybe in his culture, showing his prowess at the haggling and winning, he thinks in
Oh,
his mind, this is making me look good to her.
could be. I can
I'm
roll
gonna
with
give
that
him the benefit. Y'all can't say I ain't got no kindness. I just did him a good one. I offered a lot of kindness for that fuckery that he did,
because here's my
and
whole
that
thing.
ring he bought.
If I were her, I'd be like, oh, you didn't say what he said, like what 3K shekels. We could go to a nice
Mm-hmm.
dinner. Thank you, thank you.
Child, when his mama realized all her shekels gone, mm-mm.
All right, who
Maybe she
next?
can borrow Jasmine engagement ring from her ex-husband. Some way you so wrong for that. Is it like buying a car negotiations? Car negotiations are exhausting. How will he provide when she has kids? Them kids don't want nothing to do with him. Kids, I doubt that's an option there. How old is she? Sorry, not trying to be rude. Um,
Misha's what, 42, 43, I think.
Something like that. I don't know.
Who
I
next?
should put up they stuff. Why you ain't tell me I put up they stuff?
Because I don't care about these people.
Okay, I'll just put it up right now. Hold on. Oh, you can't even see it. She 46 and
Oh
he
wow.
48, I think. Whatever. Who next?
Oh, Dempsey and Statler.
Where are they? Here they go.
So I blame Dempsey for this because I'm very disappointed in her. Very disappointed in her. She was
Hmm.
supposed to dump Statler, and
She too
she
stupid to dump.
and she allowed her to move in. No,
I think at this point, Dempsey just want to get out with her life, and
here's
she do
the
look pregnant in
and my
that
whole
green
thing is
suit.
this,
She looked pregnant.
right, and my whole thing is this with Dempsey. I'm looking at the situation from out the outside and saying, look, if Statler is this way now, it's not going to change. So her moods, like it's not going to change. So why do you really want to deal with that?
I don't know. Like, I don't think they know each other well enough.
I agree.
And then Dempsey is like, are you gonna be comfortable moving in here and I ain't got no toilet and I ain't got no hot water?
Right.
And what is Statler? Statler's already complaining after what, 3 weeks?
Yes.
How many baths has she taken, Dempsey? I mean, you just setting yourself up for failure. Just go and have the baby with Ben and make me happy.
I agree with that one.
Hmm.
Okay, they're done. Who's next?
Wait, Auntie said one car dealer asked my husband why he brought me. I told him because I got the checkbook. Boom. I
Exactly.
love it. Okay, so who's the next casualty?
Who we got left? The other
Let's
way.
do Gino and Jasmine because this was dumb. She went to her meeting.
Looking like
She
Barbie, trying to look like
cried.
Barbie.
She cried and took it out on him. That's what I got.
Right. There was nothing here. This was a
But
waste of space for me.
they took her documents. Was she going for the interview or was she going for a document review?
She said the way they said it, she was
Mhm.
going for her interview.
So if they told her that there was a problem with her documents, why didn't she ask, well, what's the problem? So I could fix it. I think she's being processed because they took her documents. If there was something wrong with her documents, they would have given her back them so that she could go and correct it.
That's what I was thinking.
But they took her documents, so she's being processed. This is a lie. She was there for an hour and a half. They did their questions. She came outside and started acting the whole ass fool just because she wanted to scream at Gino, and it's part of their storyline. I don't care about them.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm down. I'm done with them.
Hold on, what y'all saying? Um, Hold on. Statler forgot about those cold trailer baths being in that castle. Yep. Um, Thanks. I got a deal that day. You deserve one. You the bomb. Jasmine was K1 visa interview Barbie. Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Did she look extra scrawny though in that suit? Like it was 2 sizes too big for her.
Oh yeah, the suit didn't fit her right.
And how come we meet another family member now? Where this other sister come from? I thought she only had one sister, the little one that she lived with.
That's the one that's the only one we've heard about. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Who
I
next?
can't.
Mm-mm.
Let's do Christian and Cleo.
Okay, another couple that should have broken up. This is these two. No, at this point, and I'm sorry to say this, I no longer have any sympathy for Cleo. None. None.
I didn't care about these two. I just,
It
she
was
was
all the
crying
yeah.
and he was laughing at her while he got in the Uber to leave.
I mean, like, and here's the thing is, like, Cleo, we understand what you are. We understand like who you are, or we have a good sense from what you've shown us. But at some point, you do have to take some responsibility for your choices, and Cleo needs to grow, in my opinion, because she settles into the is not a victim. It's more like she's complacent with herself. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's like, this is who I am. This is what it is. And she's very complacent and comfortable putting herself in the quote unquote
Mm-hmm.
victim seat. That's the best way I can put it. But she's not willing to push herself. And yeah, we rag on Christian, rightfully so in most of these scenarios, but he does say the right things, and he does his best to make her comfortable being who he is, which is a polar
Mm-hmm.
opposite to her. But while he's actively trying, I really don't feel that Cleo tries. Cleo expects everyone to meet her where she is, but she's not willing to meet in the middle. And when you refuse to do that, you're gonna wind up with less than ideal situations.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I am with her, because do I like Christian a lot? No. But I'm going to give him credit that he didn't just dump her. Like there were so many times that he really could have left her. I'm sorry, there really is. Because Debbie, let's be completely honest. Let's be completely honest here. Given our personalities, could you deal with someone? Could you deal with a man like Cleo, where everything's a problem? Your emotional needs are always at 150, and you make no effort to compromise. No, you're gone.
Well,
You're gone.
there's one situation. There's one situation where I could have. If I was Helen Keller and I was blind, deaf, and dumb,
See,
that's the only way. And then
because
I'd probably smell the aggravation coming off of him and I'd go.
and here's the thing, Black Lavender has said it. Cleo has put on the
Mhm.
show every episode crying. Every
That I
episode.
told y'all she's auditioning. She want to move from being a model to an actress. She want to get on EastEnders. Look it up. That's what she want to get on. She want to get on EastEnders. I just can't with
Mm,
her. Mm. And yes, Sunway Jasmine was wearing the green evening gown on the tell-all. A green evening gown. She thought she was on Housewives. Child. Know your audience, girl.
right.
TLC got to do better. This BS on the side of the road crying about some nonsense it doesn't even make sense. No, it doesn't. Um, she's in Michigan. Yep. What's with the crying, Cleo? Yep. Amen, Jamal. She not comfortable with herself yet. Nope.
Mm-mm.
You know why she's not comfortable with herself? Because she's looking for somebody else to give her that comfort when you have to find it from within yourself. Jasmine has a new face every time we see her, so you probably didn't recognize her. Jesus. Cleo has put on a show this season, crying in every episode faithfully. Yep, yep, yep. Helen Keller wasn't dumb. She would have left Cleo. Yep. I don't think I didn't recognize her at the top. Yeah, she's right in the middle. Lower
Mm-hmm.
level, right in the middle, sitting on the couch next to Gino. And it's a dark chartreuse green satiny confection that she's wearing. I would not have personally chosen that color for her. The pink was spot on that suit for her. But the color that she chose for that evening gown is a difficult color for anyone to wear. But okay, girl. Come on to People TV looking like simmering trash. Whatever. Who else is on this? Misha Nicola, Gino Jasmine, Amanda Razvan, Violet and Riley. Those are the last two left. Hold on.
Let's do Amanda and Razvan. There's nothing. This is another couple where he should have dumped her, but do you, Razvan? Do you? They go for one last meal. They talk. She shows her softer side. It's fake, and he buys it. That's pretty much what I took from this. That's all I got for you.
I was a little disappointed that he decided to go on with her, but I was grateful that he did because it truly exposes all of her lies, where she was saying that the show was filmed in December, January, when everyone could see that she's there in summer, and she's inviting Razvan in a few months to Thanksgiving. And it also hurt me because I always chirp on this, the lack of the American educational system. She said America's the only place that celebrates Thanksgiving. That's not true. Canadians do, the month before we do. So I'm not like, girl, stop. I just don't like anything about this young lady. Razvan, I hope you get the boost that you came on this show to get. I really do. I'm rooting for you. I really am rooting for you. You seem like a nice person. I like your family. I hope your brother goes to law school because he does have a talent. I want good for you, Razvan. Amanda, I just will refuse to comment. Okay, so let's see. Does anybody have any comments in here? Heard that Amanda had a lot to say on the tell-all. People like her always do. Sunway, greedy and jealous go with green. Then why is green my favorite color? All right, and last but not least, we have Riley and Violet.
Okay, this is a mess. I mean, I'm gonna say it like this. This is the only way I can say it. My thoughts are that Violet was having relations with some other people. Probably found out she was pregnant, and then invited Riley over, dependent on him. And I hate to say that, but the way this is being shown to me, when you combine Riley's on some kind of medication, and then Violet's age.
Why do y'all believe that she's pregnant?
No, just follow me here, right?
Okay.
There's a very low chance that she would get pregnant. And the interesting thing is this. It's obvious to me that he didn't tell her he was on this medication. Otherwise, she would have tried to pull this BS. And I'm sitting here laughing. I'm like, I'm looking at Riley like, you believe that she's pregnant? Like we, the audience, like we don't believe it. We're just going along with part of the storyline to get to a point. You sitting here like, oh my God, like she called me and told me she's pregnant. I'm like, okay.
Jamal, I want you to put your feet into Riley's shoes, okay? Before you left to go to Vietnam, you did not trust this woman. You were angry over the text messages that she sent you. You contacted a private investigator because you think that she lied to you with regards to the timing of her divorce application and when she actually got the decree. You think that she lies to you. She withholds information from you. Okay. You you have all of these trust issues with that woman.
Mhm.
Okay. And you, as that man, get into those shoes and fly over to Vietnam.
No,
And after, wait, and you have 3 weeks of arguing and attacking and culture clashes. And then she comes to your room the last night and want to dick you down. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take it, but you don't have one condom, because even if you're on this medication, you're not thinking about pregnancy, but you're thinking about sexually transmitted diseases.
hmm
You go into a foreign country to meet this woman, and let's
no.
not lie, for the potential of dicking her down, and you don't have
hmm
not one 22-year-old condom that is in your wallet so you can bang her out and say, well, my trip was okay.
I mean, one, I wouldn't have gone. We're just gonna start there. That's
But
just
you
number one.
did go. But you
But I
did
did
go.
go,
And you
right?
got
I
all
did
the
go.
way to the last night. And Jamal, do you have something on you at all times?
Well, yeah. And here's my
Okay,
whole thing.
stop,
Okay.
stop.
No, no, no,
Jamal
no,
said
no.
it. Jamal
I'm gonna
said
give
it.
my.
He got something on him at all times. And Jamal
Oh,
is in this man's age range. Jamal said it. No. Case closed. I win.
but there's one more. There's one more caveat to this though.
What?
Don't hotels provide that now?
You could go in the toilet and put in a quarter or something. I don't know.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, don't hotels provide them now? This is not like the 1980s and 90s. I think they're everywhere.
Do anyone think she pregnant? Oh my god. I don't know. I
Well,
just don't. I agree with
Riley's been
Jamal. Ain't
Riley's
Violet
getting
a lady of the night? Y'all so mean. Women trapped. Um, but then he did the right thing. Like, desperate and optimistic, he finds the American hospital with a doctor that speaks English, and he says, "I'll pay for everything."
okay. Hold up. Stop. Here's the thing. You had the thought. I mean, when I say thought, this is a complex thought for him. You had sense enough to say, okay, I have questions. Let me find out an American doctor who speaks English to get her medical care. But you didn't have thought process enough to have condoms. Never mind. Never mind. Let's keep going. Sorry. I'm just saying. You had that kind of sense. You had all that sense, but not sense enough to
But you
bring.
heard what he said, right? When he was trying to justify it to Tiffany. I'm 6'6" and she's 5'0". Like, we fit well together. For what? Head? I, y'all.
But before we go, did you see Tiffany's face though? Even she wasn't buying that.
Look, Rodney, yes. Rodney says he went to Southeast Asia with no protection, Thailand, Vietnam, and Bangkok. What the whole motherfuck? I expanded on that last part, but thank you for setting me up for it. Exactly. I didn't go there looking for sex. You lie. You lie.
Okay. That's since Debbie didn't say it, I'll expand on it. You're going to tell me you're going to travel across the world to hold hands? Okay. I'm,
He
I'm,
didn't even get that.
I'm
She
just
never
saying.
held his hand. I can't stand these two. And then Riley coming up all out of his miserable face. I'm going to expose her as soon as the one-on-one airs. Nobody wants to hear you. That shows me he ain't had no sex. That shows me you want to do this. You want to call her out and dish all the dirt. That sounds like a bitter, blue balled bitch. That's Riley.
Oh my gosh, I just laugh. I can't help
But you
but
know,
laugh
I'm gonna
at
be
that part.
listening to everything he say.
Right, we have to. I was sitting here like, and I'm looking at Tiffany. I'm like, Tiffany, you're not buying this, right? Please tell me. Like, and she wanted to laugh. If you remember the scene, she wanted to laugh. She really did, but she didn't do that to him.
Tiffany's face at one point when she said, "You ain't take no protection," and she was like, "I told you to." Like she was looking at him like, "Huh?
Yeah,
What?" He went there expecting her to be wide open, even though he didn't trust her. Exactly.
and then to another point is, you think she's cheating on you.
Mm-hmm.
You think she's cheating on you. You've been accusing her of cheating this whole time, but you thought that you was gonna get some and you didn't take no protection. Yeah, I'm done.
I can't stand him.
He makes no sense.
He doesn't. And
He
he
doesn't make
thinks
any
that
sense.
we're just as stupid as he is. But okay, whatever. All right, y'all. This was 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, Season 6, Episode 16, and 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 5, Episode 11. Did we miss anyone, y'all? Because you know I don't be keeping track of this trash.
I was gonna
Um,
actually make notes, then I realized I didn't care, so I didn't.
oh my God. All right, y'all. Yummy Razvan was in green boxers on his IGW. Have to take a You know I like him. He got the cutest little booty. Oh my God. It's like he wants to get her pregnant. Living on a hope and a prayer.
Hmm.
Child. They both dust bunnies at this point. Oh, okay. Alrighty, y'all. Give us like a couple of minutes to turn things around and make it pretty. For the next two disasters, the last resort and UK. All right, give us a couple minutes and come on right back. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we're good to go.
Alrighty, until next time.
Of
Bye.
course.